Right up there is the #1.
They are.
This is the Claiming Rose.
Yeah.
We gave you a little sneak peek. It's new today. So much attention to detail that we want to talk about. We didn't bring in many, impossible. Limited collection. The necklace is $159.95, available with 5 flex payments. So that'll be at $32 over the next 4 or 5 months. We have the matching, you see these earrings. They're Climbing Rose earrings with all this dimension. So beautiful. I have 100 pair of those. That's it. And we do have a mega, and we do have them available in clip-on. So we want to mention that. Those are $74.95. And then this, I can't believe this ring.
I just love. I love it.
It's the Climbing Rose ring, and it looks like it's doing just that. Like it's really literally climbing up your finger.
Pretty.
I have 5 through size 12. And that's $64.95. So definitely that will not last for sure. That'll be $21 and change with FlexPay. So that's the whole ensemble. We have fewer than 250. So yeah, when we say one of a kind, and I want you to see the extender on here too. So in the back, these are like some of the finest, the look of the most beautiful Tahitian jumbo pearls, and they feel like it and they look like it.
Yep, 12 millimeter.
Oh,
big boys.
That's 16¼ inches, so it's a beautiful choker if you want, but you also have that almost 4 inches of an extender, Heidi.
Yes.
So tell me about Climbing Rose.
Well, this is, we've brought this in for we girls that just absolutely love florals. And then, of course, with Mother's Day right around the corner. How about a gift that will never fade?
Right.
Right?
Absolutely.
I mean, honestly, for a dozen roses,
especially during the, Valentine's, Mother's Day, everything just goes.
It goes crazy. And, and this will never ever fade. It is 12 millimeters, all hand knotted in between every single one of those pearls, leading down to this exquisite long stem rose, the drop of which I believe is about 5
Close
inches.
to.
Yeah. And then with the beautiful pearl teardrop at the bottom, that really just is just the icing on the cake.
Okay.
And then look at the ring. Oh, I love this. So, if you want to treat yourself to a beautiful floral, which, when you enter the world of Heidi Daus jewelry, you'll know that there's certain areas of jewelry that we're known for, and that's critters and Art Deco and certainly flowers.
Oh, always, and roses.
Yes,
that's
roses.
Probably one of the biggest requests.
Definitely. So, so if you're, and when you're thinking about designing a flower, you need to make sure that that dimension is there because that's the beauty of a rose, right? When you look at all of those beautiful petals that just curl so gently and so beautifully. It's almost as if it's fragrant. Like you could put your nose up to this thing.
You want to.
Yeah, and it is just so realistic. It's almost as if we've taken a long stem rose and dipped it in the beautiful, most stunning crystals in the world. And then, of course, we've used colors like light rose and a darker, deeper rose to give it all that dimension on top of the casting itself, which is, where you start.
Which is no easy feat. Like, let's talk about it. I know we don't really get into the mechanics, but there's so many steps in creating these.
I'm so glad you brought that up because it's really something that, we really kind of, don't really talk too much to.
Right.
And it is a lost art. This is something that people just don't know how to do anymore.
And don't.
No. And they don't.
Because they can mass produce so much more affordably.
That's right.
But you go back to, this is the old world of your originals.
Yes, sirree. And, and when we find these artisans and work with them and, they become so expert at this sort of thing, it really is so rewarding when these pieces come in and they're so beautiful. It's like when they come in and, we all are like, these are our children.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, these people name them.
Yes.
I mean, like I said, right? These are like little treasures. They're works of art, is what I always mention. You walk into a room. This is what I was saying in the beginning of the show. I mean, you look at Andressa wearing this, and it's like, all right, who is this lady?
Yep.
Who is this lady wearing this most spectacular necklace I've ever seen?
That's right.
And it's, whether it's wearing it, again, just as your signature piece, maybe it's wearing it to church or to services on Sunday, or you have, like you just mentioned, we have so many weddings coming up and graduations, and you want that one spectacular, if you can do the ensemble, that's where FlexPay really helps. But I mean, you look so put together, like you went to Heidi and said, can you custom make me something that is one of a kind, that nobody else has ever seen?
Yeah.
And you did.
And, you know, and it's so true. Like, you know, when I was first coming up, you know, and I would see the way my mother and my grandmother dressed, and I know that my Heidi girls out there, you know, have the exact same story, and I know you do too, Lynn, where your mom and your grandmother had a certain way of presenting themselves when they were going out. They had those special pieces. They wore their accessories in such a way that you were like, oh, wow.
Yeah.
You know, and as a young girl, like I was 20 years old and hoofing it up Madison Avenue because I couldn't afford the bus to 72nd Street where Toby Coburn was located, where I went to school, and Lexington, and I would see these gorgeous creatures walking in and out of their Park Avenue apartments, and the way they placed their pins, their necklaces, their button earrings, their rings, their bracelets, in such a refined, beautiful way that I have never forgotten them or my mom or my grandmother, and I was like far and away. I started experimenting with accessories, and you know, one thing led to the next, and then I just found myself doing this. This was 40-something years ago.
And thanks to your grandmom and your mom.
Yep.
You know, and that's the thing. Like years ago, I feel like, because this has become a lost art, it's true. Like I never met my grandmother, but I can just tell, you know, from my mother and my the photographs, and my mother as well. But everything back then, like, matched. Everything was sophisticated. It wasn't jeans and a t-shirt. You know, you accessorized with maybe not the finest, most expensive jewelry in the world, but you know, that fine, high jewelry like you bring to us at attainable prices that look that stand out. Yeah. You know, like those standout pieces. And I'm so happy that you bring that whole, you know,
and I'm so happy that our customers are teaching their children and grandchildren the power of these beautiful pieces, of wearing jewelry that is so exquisite.
And it says something about you.
It does.
It says so much about you.
Right.
You know, it's like I said, this is a piece that will take your breath away. All right, here's a quantity update. The necklace. Look at that. Look at the articulation. Look at that. I have a couple, like 4 dozen.
Oh, boy.
That's it, to go around. All right, in the earrings, in the clip, and then we also, in the clip, I have 2 dozen pair left. And the Omega, I have about 4 dozen, okay? And we do have a clock up on the screen. The ring, we do have sizes 5 through 12. Oh no, now I have 6 through 10, okay? And just about 5 dozen. Yeah. And that ring is so flattering on the hand. And do order true size. I want you to see the shank on this. This is one, it was like custom made. That's how comfortable it is.
That's right, it's very, very comfortable. By the way, everything needs to be Heidi proof. I will not sell anything that's uncomfortable or a pain in the neck. You know, these pieces are really proven to be comfortable and built to last. You know, but still stunning.
They're stunning. Honestly, if I saw this on someone today, I would think that was, and my producer just said this, these look like natural stones, like pink tourmaline, these look like Madeira citrine, beautiful parrot. It just, but.
Oh, I have a good idea.
Yeah.
What about taking a long stem rose and sticking it through that shank and presenting it as a gift?
How special would that be?
Wouldn't that be nice?
Oh my goodness, I love that. Alrighty. 075 088 is the item number. Listen, I will keep everybody updated on this. It is super popular. It's your first sneak peek. It's all about you. It's Customer Appreciation Month. We have so many beautiful things to share with you. And if you are just tuning in, and if you missed out on our weekly deal drop, we'll remind you of that in just a minute, because I know that's been wildly popular.
So
okay. 1 minute special. Oh, this is our Regency